a powerful ancestor, and I am extremely powerful. Okay.
Again, like I said, a water protector, a strong ancestor. She comes from the Black Band of Ojibwe. Please give it up to Tanya.
Forgive me, Shakanashi will win. Can I get a shout out for the Black Snake Killer? Black Snake Killer! Black Snake Killer! Alright, we got a bunch of Black Snake Killers here in Minneapolis, St. Paul area. Miigwech for showing up down here. It's been a pleasure taking a ride out of Palisade and coming down here to visit with you all. And I want to show appreciation to all of you who have come up to Palisade. Miigwech for coming up there and visiting our camp and to be able to see what's going on up there. Miigwech, Palamia, Dakota, Winyan for being here. Up there in northern Minnesota, there are Dakota graves up there that we are watching and protecting up there also. Under Big Sandy Lake, there are Dakota graves up there too. So we are doing our best to be able to protect those graves too. Miigwech for standing in solidarity here with us. Yes, these are our lands. I want to let you know too that law enforcement has been doing some surveillance, reconnaissance work on us. They have been flying helicopters over us today. That's just the beginning. And two, they've been flying the airplanes over at the camp, making sure that they want to know who's all in our area there. So, what else are we going to come to expect next? Those of you who were out at Standing Rock over at the Dakota Access Pipeline Movement know what comes next. Next comes the dogs. Next comes the tear gas and the rubber bullets. Do we want that? Hell no! Just recently, within the last 5 days, we had a Native woman over at a gas station up in McGregor, Minnesota. She was in line doing her thing, trying to pay for her grocery shopping there. A pipeline worker without a mask came up behind her and started acting derogatory behaviors and derogatory language. She told him to back up, and what did he tell her? Ooh, you can back that thing up my way. It's like, dang! Boo! For us up there in northern Minnesota, that's just a prelude of what's to come for the missing, murdered Indigenous women. We do not want that or tolerate that in our communities. That's right, hell no. The other thing too, we want to know where that Ojibwe Warrior Society permit is. Where's that permit at?
Where's that permit at?
Where's that permit at? Where's that permit at? The Ojibwe Warrior Society is standing in front of you asking where that permit is. There is no documentation of that. Enbridge did not have us even on that map when they decided to put that pipeline through. They did not. They don't even recognize us as human beings, so to speak. I'm angry, I'm mad, and I'm very tired. I've been through this process for the last 11 years and watching what's happening. I've been out at the Dakota Access Pipeline also, and I went on a 28-day hunger strike for the fresh, clean water that we are to have on these lands. And I'm here to prove to you that water is life. I'm getting really emotional now because, you know what? They want to put that pipeline through. I'm thankful for Unchimaka, ni Mama Aking, for doing what she does during this time in the winter time and freezing up the waters. Reason being is that they cannot put that horizontal drill through the waters when it's frozen. Thank you, Unchimaka, for doing that for us. Because with the reason for that is because if they try to drill through underneath the water there, we cannot tell if they broke through an aquifer. And the sign for that would be the cloudiness of the water and the poisonous stuff that they send through the pipe. So I'm asking you today to come up and visit us. Come up and see what we are facing up there. There are several camps up there right now. Camp McGizzy, the Mississippi, the Welcome Water Protector Center, Red Lake Treaty Camp, and I know that there are others that I'm missing right now. Come up and join us, stand with us up there. Show Governor Walz that there are people who care. Show Governor Walz that we do not want this pipeline to come through our territories. And that's what I tell DNR, and that's what I tell law enforcement, that they have no jurisdiction. They have no jurisdiction in 1855 treaty territory. I told the government officials that showed up over at camp over there, game's over. The lease is up. The land goes back to the Indians. Miigwech. Black Snake Killers! Black Snake Killers! Black Snake Killers! I love you, Black Snake Killers.
Well, first of all, miigwech to Tanya for being here and also for sharing those words and being so welcoming at the Water Protector Welcome Center. My name is Shania Matson, and I'm also up in Palisade, and I want to talk a little bit about Palisade actually, because there were some questions earlier from some of the leaders who spoke about how we got here. And I think that Palisade is a really good illustration of how we got here. I grew up in Palisade, so it's a town of about 100 people. So there are more people here in the street right now than in the town that I grew up in. And the reason that Palisade is there as a town is because of the railroad. The railroad could make a crossing of the Mississippi River on the high bank in Palisade. So it's there as a town because settlers were part of moving, part of an extraction industry from the beginning of the very town. So when people talk about, that just really, sorry, I lose my words because I'm getting very emotional also. We've been having a lot of conversations at the Welcome Center in Palisade about how this space right there at the Mississippi River where Enbridge is right now, they've got pipe in the ground. They have welded pipe together and it's in the ground, and they've got a drill pad ready to drill beneath the Mississippi River. That this is kind of a portal. And we have a choice about how we're going to move through that space and what's going to come next. And are those of us, like my family, settlers, are we going to continue those patterns of extraction? No, we're not. Are we going to believe that that is our, like Pete, our way of life, Stauber says, that this is the best we can do. These are the jobs we need. That's the future. We need to not settle for that, right? We need to stand with Tanya and with other Anishinaabe people who are saying that this is the 1855 treaty territory. We are all treaty people. It's our responsibility to uphold those treaties and to protect the water. But some people have forgotten. I hear around town a lot, people say, well, I don't really want the pipeline, but it's going to happen anyway. It's inevitable. We need those jobs. And that is what really drove me to move back to Palisade and to be there at the Welcome Center, because I believe that part of stopping Line 3 has to be imagining and creating what's next. So close your eyes for a minute and think about it a year from now or 2 years from now. Where are we? What are each of us as individuals doing? What did we do? What did we do to stop this pipeline? And are we going to be back here talking about a mine, a Talon mine, in Aiken County? We want to mine copper and nickel in a wet, swampy area there. Or Polymet. We won't be able to stop this cycle of extraction until we address the underlying harms and the need for healing. And those of us who are settlers, to do that work of repair. And part of that repair work is really to stand together. Come north. You have a responsibility. This is your drinking water that folks are standing up to protect. Be there. Witness. And then use whatever power you have to do something. So we've created a space there, north of Palisade. You can find us, just follow the river north, 15 miles north of Palisade. And that's a space where you're all welcome to come and to do that work of repair and of healing. You know, the local law enforcement, they want to paint us as criminals. They're circling choppers, they're telling stories, they're telling lies in a small town. That hurts people. That puts lives at risk. We need you to be there to tell the real story about what's happening and to look at that pipeline construction and tell us who are the criminals. And then also to see the work that's being done with love at all the camps. Folks are doing this work because of deep love that they have for their people and for their place. So I just want to invite you to come and be part of that, and I'm really grateful to be here and to see so many people here in the cold. So miigwech and wopira, and thank you for being here. I think Tasha, or is, yeah?
Bonjour everyone. I just want to take a moment and recognize that when Fond du Lac signed the approvals for the Line 3 Enbridge replacement project, they took away the voice of the other Anishinaabe nations. And in the spirit of that, I want to ask my sister to come up here and speak for Red Lake. Sasha, can you come up here? Give it up for my sister.
My name is Stardust, so I'm from Red Lake. I'm from the Bears clan. We're very much water people up there, and we really pride ourselves on our clean water up there. If you guys look at the Minnesota water table, all of our water up there is still in very good condition, and I just don't know why they want to come to our lands where it's still pure, clean water. All our wild rice beds are up there. That's very sacred to us, and we have to protect our wild rice at all costs. And if it takes us coming from up north where we're safe in our own homes to come down here to speak to all of you, I hope that our words are heard. We stand strong with the other women here from the other places. We all stand together, and I hope that you stand with us. Help me good.
Bonjour. Hello everyone, my name is Tasia Martineau and I come from the Fond du Lac Reservation. It's been a long 7-year fight. It has been a long 7-year fight, and I want to thank everyone here today who's been involved in that fight in one way or another. To all the people who have been lobbying, all the people who have been our keyboard warriors, everyone who's been sharing, showing up, and throwing down, miigwech. But now's the time for action. Now's the time for action. Back home, they're burying this pipe. They're burying this pipe. And I can't stop this alone. And it's because of community that I can stand here today as a landowner. Because land back does matter. In under 30 days, we were able to raise $30,000 thanks to all of the people standing here today. And this isn't the first time a camp has gone up in Fond du Lac. Mainga and Mukwa ran, and now Magizi will fly. And I need you, each and every single one of you. I need you to join me on the front line. because Enbridge has approached me, and they've asked me to sit down and meet with them. But I will never sit at the table with my enemy. And if Enbridge wants to meet us, they will meet us on the front line. And I need you there with me. We will stop this pipeline together. All of us. Because united, Enbridge doesn't stand a chance. Miigwech.
When I say land, you say back. Land! Back! Land! Back! Land! Back! That's the mentality we need. Too many examples of so-called United States violating treaties. They're doing it now. Now our water's at stake. For what? A foreign company to make a quick buck before renewables kick in? Exactly. Eco-terrorists. It ain't right. I spoke about it earlier about who's at the table. Do we need to be at the table? Maybe. But we definitely need to fight this thing.
Flip the fucking table.
Get rid of the whole entire colonial caste system is more like it. Flip the fucking table. But before we get to that, organizing needs to happen. These camps, they need resources. They need wood. They need blankets. Each one of them has a list on their Facebook page. I implore you to check it out periodically. Organize amongst your homies, your other relatives. Bring them up. Come up for a weekend. Come up for the weekday. Sacrifice that time. Put your bodies on the line. Because it's all too often our Kway, our women, our Two-Spirit who are on the front lines. Where are we at? I ask you, where are we at? The front lines. That's where we need to be. And it looks differently. Keisha mentioned keyboard warriors. They're important too. We need them. That land back didn't just happen. Took a lot of people sharing. And it's a lot, we know. It's a lot to pay attention, to be involved day after day. But could you imagine being on the front line? Waking up to the cold, going to sleep in the cold? To put your body on the front lines? Exactly. Wake up, go up there. Be an ally. Unsettle yourself. You are a settler on this land. So, I want to open this up to our relatives at the Land Steward Project to talk more about other land projects. We got our relatives from that? What's happening? Give it up for them, y'all.
Hi, my name is Taylor with the Land Stewardship Project. I live in St. Louis Park now, but I grew up on a farm in northeastern South Dakota, and I understood the sacred nature of our relationship with the land, water, and our fellow humans. For far too long, our government has aided and abetted terrible injustices against these lands, the water, and these humans. As a society, we've accepted the idea that corporate short-term gain is more important than the health and well-being of our future Earth and its people. Is this the legacy that we want to leave? Must our children pay for the sins of our greed? How is it so easy for us to invest billions to prop up dying industries, but so hard for us to find the money to invest in clean, renewable options that are inevitably the way of the future? Our rural communities deserve long-term green solutions. They deserve jobs that will pave the way for cleaner tomorrows. Our Indigenous brothers and sisters deserve more. They deserve to have their treaties upheld and honored. They deserve their land and water free from toxic oil and greed of foreign entities. We all deserve a future world that we can be proud to pass down to our children. Letting Line 3 proceed doesn't allow for any of that. Our governor has failed us, and we ask that President Biden step in and stop Line 3 immediately. revoke the federal permits, put people on the land above all corporate profits. We all depend on having long-term and good-paying jobs that are in harmony with the earth. Rural, urban, white, black, indigenous, we all depend on having clean air to breathe, soil to grow good food, water to drink, and a climate that is not only livable but healthy. We desperately need to transition to a carrying economy in which all of us thrive. No exceptions. We need our elected officials to recognize the urgency of this moment and take action immediately. I know we'll be here, continuing to pressure them until they do. Thank you to every single one of you here right now for taking action and showing our collective power. Together we will stop Line 3.
And just because I love to hear them speak, give it up for Tasha one more time, y'all.
Bonjour, everyone. I guess I'll talk a bit about camp. We purchased 9.35 acres of land thanks to the donations of hundreds and thousands of people who believe in us and believe in the vision that we have for that spot. We closed on the 9th, and thanks to Birdie here laying on the street right there, we had shop set up by the 10th, and we are up operating, and every day. It's every day we're out there. You know, they're moving machinery. Birdie's body's right in front of that machine. They're digging up dirt. We're putting someone in that hole. Because in Fond du Lac, we didn't sign for that permit. Kevin Dupas Sr. does not speak for me. The RBC does not speak for me. No governing body can speak for me.
No government like no government.
Absolutely. You know, and I didn't come here to simp for Biden to stop a pipeline. I came here looking for warriors. And I know that there's an Ogeechee spirit in each and every single one of you. Now I hold no hope that the great chief of the white people are going to come and save me. I got 4 children at home. I have 4 children at home. And I can't promise my 15-month-old son that he's going to grow up gathering wild rice. I can't promise my 3 beautiful children that they won't become a statistic, because growing up, they teach you 1 in 3. So when I see those white trucks on my land, that is a direct threat to my children. And whenever Enbridge Boots hits ground, I will be there. We will be there. But I need bodies. I need bodies to fill those boots. I need more people on the front line. So I'm here today to ask you to join us at Camp McGeezy. Because I need you. I can't do this alone. No one can. And the way we move forward into a better world is together. That's what the 7th Fire Prophecy is speaking of. It's not about me and my people. It's about our non-Indigenous allies recognizing the harm that they've caused and moving forward in a good way. And we do that together. So I invite you to come to Camp McGeezy, where we will feed you. We will feast with you. And together, we will build a world that in 100 years, when our grandchildren speak about when we stopped Line 3, we will be people worth speaking of. So tomorrow, I ask you to join me in the heart of the beast. There in Superior, Wisconsin, at the Douglas County Courthouse, at 10 a.m. I ask that you come, stand with us and bear witness, because we need you. Miigwech.
And again, check out Tasha and Cat McGeezy's updates on their Facebook page at Cat McGeezy. Search it. It's 2 words. And this has been an incredible experience shutting shit down with you all. It's been awesome. I'm going to open up the closing to Jessica. She's going to sing us a song, have us leave and go away.
Man, it is good to be here today. Oh man, all these people just lifted me up. It's exactly what I needed. Hello, my name is Jessica Garraway. I'm with Extinction Rebellion and the Workers' Defense Alliance. I'm a black anarchist, I'm a water protector, I'm a fighter for the people. I want to share this song with you today. The words came to me thinking about some of the work that I was a part of during the Dakota Access Pipeline fight. A crew called Mississippi Stand in Iowa. We fought by doing blockades and lockdowns to stop the boring underneath the Mississippi River, to stop that project. And these words also came to me when preparing and getting ready for this Line 3 fight as well. So if you could join me and sing with me, that'd be wonderful. The tune is familiar, Wade in the Water, but what we're gonna do is we switched it up. I switched it up a little bit. So I'm gonna sing Wade in the Water, Wade in the Water, Wade in the Water, and then you're gonna sing Protector's Gonna Defend the Water. Okay? Ready? Okay. And feel free to clap, feel free to join in. Wade in the water, wade in the water, oh, wade in the water. Protector's gonna defend the waters. See the pipelines coming round. Protector's gonna defend the waters. We're turning their plans upside down. Protector's gonna defend the water. The water's sacred like me and you. Protector's gonna defend the waters. And those who pollute the water are damn fools. Protector's gonna defend the waters. I said wade in the water, wade in the water, wade in the water. Protector's gonna defend the waters. I said protector's gonna defend the waters. All right, thank you so much. We're gonna beat this pipeline.
I always hate following up after great acts. Give it up to Jessica, everybody. I'm inspired. I'm hopeful. You know, nearly 600 people showed out today. Right, goddamn. And, you know, stood out in the cold. So again, whether it's making your way up north or getting some mutual aid for the camps and donating to their PayPals and Venmos, you have it within yourself, in your circles, to make a difference. You don't need to stand in front of the pipeline itself, but we need all the help we can get. So I implore you, after this, check out the Facebook pages, check out what's needed, get involved, and let's stop a damn pipeline, everybody. It's over now. I know, right? Kind of like a therapist session. It's time. We can march back to Kellogg for those who parked over there. If not, y'all free to go however you please. Peace out, everybody.
Hey, how's it going? Look at all these people. Great people.
Hello everybody, this is Emma. Thank you for watching the maybe 2 live streams that happened. It's cold outside, my phone died. I didn't get a backup battery in time, so...
Okay, I'm cold.
Yeah. Maybe you saw half of this, but thank you for watching. Visit stopline3.org if you want to learn more about the Line 3 pipeline and how to support the different camps and the cause, and how to go up there. If that's something that you would like to do. I've been up to the camp by Palisade a handful of times now, and I highly recommend visiting. Thank you, and stay warm wherever you are.